Asanteni sana. Tunaweza tuketi jameni. Asanteni. Vijana hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. Yaani hamna furaha ama ni nini? Yangu ni tele. Nashukuru Mungu. Well, the World Bank Country Director for Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Somalia, all our CSs, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very good morning and say that I'm delighted to be in your company today. Young people from every corner of our republic, sons and daughters of Kenya, who are reaching out to their future. I am particularly elated because when I speak to young people, I also speak to the new generation of emerging business leaders personifying the promise of our nation. There is no doubt about the potential of our young people in propelling our society forward. And this is because well-grounded people are known to renew nations and to rebuild economies, but also to restore faith in the power of dreams and innovations. Our sustained prosperity as a nation lies in creating an environment for people's passions to thrive and thereby accord every citizen an opportunity to contribute to the development of this nation of ours. Indeed, those who choose arts have an opportunity to thrive. Those young people who turned out last week to join our security organs become dependable patriots. Those that honor the call in sport also flourish. And also those that join academia and even government have a stage to showcase their talent. And that is the Kenya I believe we all aspire for. We are gathered here today to celebrate a particular group, 750 young entrepreneurs from across the nation who have excelled in creating and executing a dream. They are turning challenges into opportunities and scoring outstanding accomplishments. These 750 young men and women are the winners of the Mbele na Biz competition held under the Kenya Youth Employment and Opportunities Project. This gathering gives us, therefore, the assurance that indeed the words of our national anthem bear true, that our labor can indeed bear fruit. By mixing their sweat with the soil of the land, many of these young people have created innovations such as planting and harvesting, I'm told, the moringa tree for tea and medicinal purposes. Others have been inspired by the challenges that we face every day and have chosen to create solutions, and they in turn have also won. And this is why we celebrate these young entrepreneurs for restoring the faith in the power of dreams amongst the young people of Kenya. You all have taught us that if you solve a problem, success will follow you. And this is because fortune and favor follows solution givers. But the Mbele na Biz competition is not just about you 750 winners. We had close to 11,000 competitors that did not make it to the winners list. However, this does not mean that the 11,000 competitors are losers. By trying, they demonstrated a desire to win, and my encouragement to them is to appreciate that vision and consistency can conquer any obstacles. If you have tried today and failed, never give up. You must try again tomorrow. And the more you try, the closer you get to success. The only time society declares you a loser is when you stop trying. As for you, the 750 entrepreneurs who have won the awards, my hearty congratulations to each and every one of you. Through you, and because of your hard work, the Kenya Youth Employment and Opportunities Project will inject a total of 1.3 billion shillings into Kenya's youth economy. Of this amount, a total of 900 million shillings will go to 250 of you as grants. Each of these 250 young entrepreneurs will receive an award of 3.6 million shillings to develop your dreams. The balance of 450 million shillings will be given as grants to the other 500 winners, and each of these winners will get a total of 900,000 shillings to develop their innovations and ideas. On our part as government, we will continue to support these innovations by creating an enabling environment for startups by young people. And to this end, I want to refer to our current constitutional debate and how it applies to you, including the necessary legislative changes that will apply. Through the legislative aspect of BBI, we intend to provide a 7-year tax holiday for young entrepreneurs like you who are today receiving these grants from this project. And for the avoidance of doubt, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to break this down for you so that you can understand what a tax holiday means to your individual pocket. If, for instance, one of you who has received a grant from this project decides, for example, to start a nail-making business, that he or she plans to spend about 1.2 million shillings buying the necessary equipment and setting up. If we go by market estimates, the net returns of such a startup business would be about 150,000 shillings a month, or about 1.8 million shillings a year. In a normal tax scenario, this young person would owe the Kenya Revenue Authority approximately 540,000 shillings of the 1.8 million shillings that you make each year. And in the 7 years, they would have paid the Kenya Revenue Authority approximately 3.7 million shillings in taxes. But if the proposed tax holiday were to be effected, such an enterprise by a young person would not only save the 3.7 million shillings in 7 years, but it will have generated a total of approximately 12.6 million shillings over the 7-year period for that young person. And to bring it closer to home, if the 250 young entrepreneurs who today are receiving 3.6 million shillings were to earn an average of 150,000 shillings every month from their initial grant of 3.6 million, they would collectively make 37.5 million shillings in profit a month. This translates to an average of about 450 million shillings per year, or 1.5 billion shillings over the 7-year period. Sasa vijana mkiambiwa BBI ni ya Uhuru, hii pesa mnataka ikae kwa mifuko yenu ama mnataka KRA ichukue? Mnataka gani? Iingie kwa mifuko? Na ndio kama huyo msichana ametuambia hapa, muweze kuandika vijana wenzanu na hawa pia waweze kujisimamia na kusimamia familia zao. Au ni namna gani? Si ni hivyo? Wenzetu, mjue kujisaidia na mjue kusimamia haki zenu, sio kudanganywa na kupatiwa na kutupiwa. Anyway, wacha niache hiyo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here to celebrate another critical milestone in supporting our young people throughout the country. We are today launching the 3rd cycle strategic plan of the Youth Enterprise Development Fund, covering the period 2020 to 2024. The fund is one of the strategies established by government to address the challenges of youth unemployment through entrepreneurship. To date, the fund has supported approximately 2 million young men and women with loans worth 13.5 billion shillings. This has been achieved by revolving Kenya shillings 4.5 billion from the National Treasury. I am indeed pleased to note that the Youth Fund has disbursed a total of approximately 500 million shillings in loans since the first case of COVID-19 was reported in Kenya. These loans have helped to sustain youth-owned enterprises, thereby enabling them to diversify into new opportunities and to maintain their employees. The plan that we launched today aims to transform this fund into an efficient and responsive entity that meets the needs of our young people. We as government have consulted widely, but we have also listened keenly, and the plan is our attempt to align the work of the fund with the expectations and aspirations of the young people of this country. In particular, the revolving fund will rise from 4.5 billion to 5.5 billion, and we will raise loan disbursements from the current 13.5 billion to 16 billion during the planned period. The fund will also, through this plan, enhance its business development services. It is not just about giving money, but also teaching our young people how to build and keep a business that lasts. I look forward with keen anticipation to the results, and I am sure that the fund will lead us on a path to full recovery for our young people's businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, a caring government and as an administration that is responsive to the administrations of Kenyans, we will continue to create an enabling environment in which every citizen, including our young people, can harness their potential. If we continue to support our young people by easing the cost of doing business, we will continue to implement groundbreaking policies and strategies, such as the eCitizen online portal that offers access to information and government services, affirmative action funds, such as the Youth Fund, to provide affordable financial and business development support services, Huduma centers that create public service and information from a one-stop shop citizen service center, iHubs to support our tech entrepreneurs, access to government procurement opportunities, amongst other strategies. Also to enhance access to capital for our thriving enterprises, may it be micro, small, or medium, my administration will continue to enhance key affirmative action funds, namely the Youth Enterprise Development Fund, which we are enhancing from today, the Women Enterprise Fund, the Uwezo Fund, and the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, popularly known as GAF, to provide financial services to our highly entrepreneurial segments of our Kenyan population. To our new businessmen and women, I want you to recall that on the 23rd of October last year, I launched a collective investment scheme aimed at pooling the resources of the border riders in Kenya. And I want to encourage each and every one of you running your small, medium enterprises to adopt this savings culture that will enable you to participate in broader investment opportunities and ultimately become owners of capital. Let me also add that through the Ajira Digital Program, we will continue to offer free online training opportunities so that we can build onto the more than 670,000 youth currently working on digital and digitally enabled jobs. Further, through an ongoing partnership with the judiciary aimed at expediting the delivery of justice, our young people are undertaking transcription and data entry tasks as part of our broader efforts to both digitize government services as well as provide meaningful employment to our young people. On the infrastructure side, we have now 189 constituency innovation hubs and 150 youth empowerment centers. These centers, with their free internet, are all publicly accessible to youth in need of co-working spaces, and we will continue to roll out implementation until all 290 constituencies are covered. Let me also refer to the National Hygiene Program that we launched during the COVID period, that is popularly known as Kazi Mtaani, that has benefited over 283,000 young people from the Kenya shillings 10 billion fund that we set up. This served as a mitigation to cushion our young people against the adverse effects of COVID-19, which has caused unemployment where our young people were the most vulnerable. In my trips around the country, I have heard calls for this program to be extended. We are working on this, and I hope to have good news on this issue soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to close with some words of gratitude. Let me begin by thanking all those who have worked so long and so diligently to draw up these plans. Nasema asanteni sana. Let me also thank the World Bank for their active partnership and support in empowering the young people of this country. Let me also thank the Ministry of ICT and all government agencies and ministries, all our partners, private and public, local and international, all who have worked tirelessly on this monumental task. To you too, I also say asanteni sana. Finally, and most of all, I want to thank you, the young people whose innovation, energy, and sheer willpower, hard work have brought us all here today to celebrate and to reward your hard work. And I want all the young people of Kenya to know that with commitment, discipline, and consistency, you can achieve what may have appeared or what appears to be impossible. Mungu awabariki, Mungu awalinde. It is my hope and prayer that as I continue to tour the country, I will be able to come and see some of your projects and see what you're doing, see how many people you're employing. And through you as winners, I continue to encourage you to encourage your brothers and sisters, to encourage them and tell them that even for them, if your dream has become true, it is also possible for their dreams to also become true. Mungu awabariki na awalinde. Asanteni sana.
Nitaomba